Welcome to the Just Being Frank Show, the realest sports talk show on YouTube, giving fans a real-life perspective on sports and entertainment.
You knew better, you do better, who do it better?
That was wild. Hold on. How they just do that? See, I thought I learned something. I guess I didn't. But we cannot start the show without the song. So here we go.
CC for you. CC 22. Yeah, 2. Let's get it. Caitlin's coming for you. What's with all the hype? Is it all because she white? Caitlin's coming for you. Nah, she a dog, she can ball like she might. Caitlin's coming for you. Soaring through the sky, it's a Hawkeye legend. Caitlin's coming for you. Now the fever on fire, WNBA jam. Fast break, she on the move. Go hard, win or lose. Dog on the court, but show charm in an interview. Even though they all hating, even though it's all Caitlyn. Sorry, bust your balls, but this year gonna be hard breaking. MVP, bad dad, logo 3-step bags. No look past, catch that. Nike couldn't check that. So check that, hating at the door. We in year 2 with the bacon if she the GOAT. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Rumble CC like Muhammad Ali. Shake the haters off like John the Liquidator. They games premature, should be baller than incubators. Keep putting ink to paper, keep signing for meals. If they try to lock you out, they'll be shining your wheels. Working at a car wash, cause most of them all wash. Claiming they the reason that most of us all watch.
Not just because of one person, it's because of me too.
What's with all the hype? Is it all because she white? Caitlin's coming for you. Nah, she a dog, she can ball like she might. Caitlin's coming for you. Soaring through the sky, it's a Hawkeye legend. Caitlin's coming for you. Now the fever on fire, WNBA jam. Look up in the sky, it's a bird, it's a plane. Nah, that's Angel Reese dropping turds on the game. Not working on the game, not deserving of the fame. Missing wide open lays like she played with a broken wing. Seemed hopeless, man, Lisa Leslie couldn't fix it. We scream bloopies, bang, that bang getting ridiculous. Tried to poke the bear, but we laughing cause she ticklish. Can't see me no man, CC, shoot it from a distance. Shoot it with persistence, do it so consistently. 6 overall with the fishing. See, still receive hate so persistently. Microwave their game, cook their game in an instant. Pinpoint pretty passes, do it with precision. And you can't see the difference, you tripping. Caitlyn is the type that can lift all boats, but poke holes and it's all she wrote. We want all the smoke. Caitlin's coming for you. What's with all the hype? Is it all because she white? Caitlin's coming for you. Nah, she a dog, she can ball like she might. Caitlin's coming for you. Soaring through the sky, it's a Hawkeye legend. Caitlin's coming for you. Now the fever on fire, WNBA jam.
Get. Top of the morning, afternoon, night, depending on where you at. It's the Pope, your host. Welcome to the Just Being Frank Show. Oh boy, we got a lot to break down today. Last night, if you haven't seen my video I put out of Caitlin Clark trading Cheryl Reeves, go check it out. But we also gonna cover it right here, right now. Make sure we hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, make sure we let them know we wake them up. Let them know we in the building. Oh boy. Last night while I was watching the All-Star draft, right? Watching the All-Star draft. I'm looking for somebody to be funny. I'm looking for entertainment. And the host, who was the host? First of all, let me go back. Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to you, top of the morning. Get up, my darling. Says only the Pope do it better. You knew better, you do better. Who do it better? Yeah. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Tracy Nelson, morning to all. Kindled the book, started reading at 01. Don't know what that is. I'm not an Army guy. Sorry. But she started reading. Yes, indeed. This is a great book. If you haven't got the book, yesterday we did a little brief reading over here. If you was here yesterday during the reading, shout out to you. We will continue with the reading a little bit later in the show. So if you enjoyed yesterday's reading, stick around. If you wasn't here for yesterday's reading, stick around because I can read. I can fucking read, okay? I could be a professional reader. Straight up. I got 5 kids. I read all of them bedtime stories. And you got to be animated. You have to be entertaining to keep the attention. Now, neither here nor there. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. We got some more. Morning to all. Kindled the book, started reading. Jay Laurie. Morning to you. Jose, nice, bright, and early. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Midnight. Okay, got you. Got you. All right, so last night, Nefesta Collier, Caitlin Clark, picking the teams. Who was the host? What was the host name? Anybody know that host's name? On her game audio book by the Pope. Shout out to Tracy, no doubt. Kevin, shout out to you. I think it's like Mina Khans. Is that Mina Khans who was up there? I don't know. Anyways, she was lame. The host, it's all about the host. You gotta warm those two up. You gotta crack jokes. You gotta say something that'll get them going if you're the host of the show. She did nothing. She literally, whatever her name is, the host of the All-Star draft, terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Malika, that's who it was. Malika, and again, WNBA, ESPN. I don't know what makes y'all think because this women's sports that you guys are on, that are women basketball, that you got to have all women on the panels and as the announcers and coaches at all times. You need a man's perspective. You can't do nothing without a man. So the disrespect, the stupidity. So nobody want to hear. Listen, you already got 2 women in Caitlin Clark and Nefesta Collier. Put a man involved and get them ladies going. I would have rather seen Stephen A. Smith. He would have made it more. Think about if Stephen A. Smith was the host of the All-Star last night. I don't even like Stephen A. Smith at all. But he would have been a damn good host for it. Who else? Could have gave us Bomani Jones. I'm giving you people I don't even like. You could have gave us Bomani Jones. Shannon Shafak. You could have gave us Plug Shafak. That would have been better than Malika Andrews. Anyways, neither here nor there. Shout out to Ken Carlson in the building. Yeah, she sucked bad, but Love RCC stood on business and got rid of Reeves. Let's get into this. So again, first off, Caitlin Clark's team, I could have told you that's who she was going to pick, except for Satu Sabally, which she tried to trade, which I'm sure rubbed Satu the wrong way. To be frank, it would have rubbed me the wrong way. Oh, you want to trade me? Oh. Satu not happy this morning. I was surprised she didn't tweet something last night. Have anybody heard from Satu Has anybody heard from Satu Sabali? Because we tried to keep the ops off, Washu. We tried to. Caitlin tried. She tried to keep the ops off her team. But it's so many of them. That's all stars. Two of them had to be on the team. She tried to avoid it. Out of the picks, it wasn't too much avoiding. Out of the picks, it wasn't too much avoiding. So let's check it out. Let's check it out, shall we? This is funny. Okay, so AB, first pick for Caitlin Clark. Bree Stu was Nefesta's first pick. Now, to me, this is funny. Okay, hold on. Wait, Pope. You ain't even breaking it down all the way like you're supposed to be breaking it down. Because, again, what I noticed, did anybody else notice what Nefesta Collier was wearing and what she was saying? Anybody else take notice? Anybody else take notice of what Nefesta Collier was wearing and what she kept saying? Unrivaled t-shirt. I'm going to go look for my Luna Owls, and I'm going to pick my Yukon sisters and my Luna Owls. Listen, man, you soliciting on the job once again. The Owls, multiple times, unrivaled, multiple times. Bro, you up here on the WNBA. You play for the WNBA. You're an all-star to pick for the WNBA. Last time I checked, Unrivaled ain't played no games on ESPN. You are on ESPN. If I'm the owners of the league or whatever, I'm not happy with that. That is a no-no. That is type shit get you fired. You wear a different company and that you running, and then you going against the grain, what we got going over here. You got the nerve to call us disrespectful and you ready to lock out and you gonna wear that? You got to go take that off. I would have radio in as soon as I would have seen her getting warmed up. Malika Andrews. And Malika Andrews, can you give us a hootie hoo? Ain't no Owls in the WNBA. Hootie hoo? Who? I just had to get that. I thought that was very disrespectful. I thought that was very blunt, up front, in your face. Now, to me, again, this is why I say the WNBA is with them. In some aspect, they with them because you wouldn't allow it. You wouldn't allow it. Them allowing DeWanna Bonner to go sign with the Phoenix Mercury. After everything, all of us been saying, how women being together on the same team or on different teams is a conflict of interest, as well as Nefesta Collier promoting Unrivaled and being the players, whatever, to negotiate deals for the WNBA. It's conflict of interest. All of it is. So you hear people complaining and making the point that, yeah, two players in the league, they shouldn't be romantically involved with each other. It's a conflict of interest. No conspiracy. No, because it ain't. Don't trip. I'm going to get to it. So she signs with the Fever. She says, no, thank you. I'm going to sit out until you let me go. Where did they do that at? Okay, that's what you're doing. You quitting on the team, sit out, let you go. but you made your way over to Phoenix Mercury, where everybody thought you was going to go sign with them anyways because your wife signed with them in all season. And so people was confused when you didn't sign because we just all assumed you would go where she goes. And we was confused why you didn't go where she went. Oh, then we found out they didn't have the money to pay you. They didn't have the money. Oh, so we was thinking, I'm still sitting back like, well, why did AT go to Phoenix and knowing they don't have the money to pay both of them? You both can get top dollar. So why y'all not looking for a team that can pay both of you top dollar right off the top? Because y'all want to come fuck with the Fever. Why? Y'all could have went somewhere else. Could have signed both of you. Top dollar. But you said, no, you go there. I'm going to go over there, pump fake them, snake them, quit on them, keep them from being able to use that $200,000 to sign somebody else that's really nice and probably really want to do they all for them. No, I'm going to quit, sit out, make you pay me a certain percentage, and then they'll be able to afford, Phoenix Mercury will be able to afford to pay the rest to where I still get top dollar. And now I'm over here. If that's not a finesse, and again, the league is so easy to see. So the fact that the league went with it tells me the league was in on it. You can investigate Fever fans in a stadium full of 20,000 people in the stands, and you start investigations immediately because someone on Twitter said it was monkey noises coming from the stands. Oh, investigation. Oh, top flight security, let's get on it. And we want to see every camera that was in the building. We want to talk to people, the ticket season holders. We want everybody. And what the Fever do? Oh, come on in, come investigate. Yeah, that's not called for. Oh no, that's not called for here. No. But y'all not investigating when Brittany Griner clearly says, fucking trash, white girl. Not investigating that. Y'all not investigating how DeWanna Bonner forced her way out of Indiana and worked her way right on over to the Phoenix Mercury. Y'all not going to investigate that? Y'all not going to investigate Stephanie White crying her way out of Connecticut, out of her contract, just to go sign with the Fever. Y'all not going to investigate under this? But y'all going to investigate Twitter fingers saying there was some noises came from the crowd, racism. Y'all still think it's conspiracies? Anyways, I was going to get to the bottom, so we on the bottom now. So just hold your hats. Like button. Anyways, I digress. We're not going to investigate Cheryl Reeves saying that part and y'all don't need to go watch Caitlin Clark and she don't give one shit, two shits. We're not going to investigate why Caitlin Clark was off the USA team when the coach is talking about her like the way she is. We're not going to investigate. We're not going to investigate the referees not calling no calls for Caitlin Clark, even though we see so many of them, even though she's the most player who receives the most, she's the leading player who receives the most flagrant fouls out of everybody in 2 years. And she's been out for like this whole year, still already the most, the lead player with the most flagrant fouls against her already, and she ain't even really played this season. But we're not going to investigate. Damn. This seems like this league is structured to keep Clark down. We gave Caitlin Clark a coach that said, I want you to learn our sets. We need to reintegrate you into how we doing shit. Okay? You see how Ari McDonald was running the offense, Caitlin? We want you to play and run the offense like Ari McDonald. And when Ari McDonald come on the court, Caitlin, she gonna play the point guard. We gonna move you on over to the 2, and now that's only if you playing great defense. We gonna put you to the 2, and I need you to set solid screens. You need to set solid screens so you can free up the others, and you need to just be a decoy. And y'all think she hurt. The league is trying to destroy Caitlin Clark. They have lied to us. They have done things that's unethical. Things that's just nonsensical. Things that are just never seen before. Never seen this before. Shout out to Starbucks. But I know it's when all started and I moved over. We're talking about all of this. All things Caitlin Clark. She played tonight. First game back after being out another 4 or 5 games. Will Caitlin Clark I believe they're going to take her out again. I believe they're going to take her out again. Again, I don't believe she hurt. I still don't believe she hurt. I believe they lied to us and told her and us that you were out. And she couldn't do nothing about it. That's why she said mentally it was really fucking with her. Because she feels her body, herself, and she probably trying to tell them. Imagine Caitlin Clark feeling, just go with me for a second. Just hypothetical. Just go with me for a minute. Imagine she really wasn't hurt. She was just, it was just soreness. And she's like, okay, guys, I'm good. I'm ready to roll. I've been ready to roll. I just needed a massage. But y'all talking about I got negative this and negative strains, and I feel great. Nah, let's be cautious. Let's hold you out. Let's do this. I feel great. I'm ready to go. Nah. Game after game, she missing. She ain't missed no games in 8 years. And she feels in her body, she feels great. She feels good. It's what she tells us. She tells us she feels good. She doesn't say great. She says good. I put the great on there. Maybe she tells them she feels great. She has to tell us she feels good, because telling us she feels great would just tell on them that they're full of shit. So we shall see how she's going to come out and play. I don't think it's going to be good. I do not think, I'm going to be surprised. I'm hopeful that she can take over and the way she did with Christy Sides. How she like, bunk what you talking about, we doing this. And the team went with her. Hopefully that can happen again. God is amazing. So, because I'm sure those players, they see how she getting treated. They see the same thing we see. Her teammates and the ones that are not on her team, they sympathize and empathize with her. AB, Kelsey Mitchell, like, yeah, they catch heat, but they can't complain too much because Caitlin catch way more heat. Like, both they heat, AB and Kelsey's heat together that they caught last year, just especially in the beginning of the year when they wasn't playing good with Caitlin. They was dropping a lot of basketballs and missing a bunch of easy buckets, all that. And me, I was one of them that was calling them to the carpet. And so they was catching some heat. But Caitlin Clark, more heat than all of them combined. And so when you look at it, it's like being in prison. Who are you to complain if you only got 3 years to do, 5 years, and your Sally, he got life? You better not say nothing about that little punk ass Phee. You thought you was doing a long time. You said, wait, I gotta stretch. Whoa, 5 years. Oh my God. You walk into the cell. Yeah, man. How long you here? And Sally me, hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Yeah. How long you in for? Man, I got 5, man. Hey, got 5 years. And Sally said, hey, man, I'm here for my rest of my life. And you'd be like, okay, all right. My 5 years. You here for what? You only 20. So you here for about 60 plus type shit, maybe? Stuff. Anyways. Caitlin Clark playing tonight versus the Valkyrie. Again, I think she's trying to, you heard what the coach and her said. They're trying to fit her in. Trying to fit Caitlin Clark into the system. Oh, that's so disappointing to hear, man. And I think it's gonna be worse to see. Again, I told y'all, it's a lot more things that goes into shooting. If your mentals is not right, your shooting can be off. If your coach is trying to take confidence away from you, and you can tell she was repeating a lot of things that they was telling her to come out there and say to us. I'm going to play this shit again, actually. Hopefully. Did they already have a conference or anything like that? Did Caitlin Clark already have a pregame? Let me know when Caitlin Clark pregame. Shout out to UTV in the building. Let me know when Caitlin Clark pregame conference come up interview so we can play it. I doubt it's this early. I'm an early bird, man. I've been up since 4:30 in the morning. You understand? I've been up since 4:30 in the morning. 7:42 now, my time. So yeah, I've been up for a long time. I'm getting DC hurt with these screens. CC again. Look, man, we're not gonna see the Caitlin Clark. I don't think we're gonna see the Caitlin Clark that we once loved. I'm sure y'all heard the interview yesterday, correct? Did y'all, anybody here was here when I reacted to it? Huh? The girl did a lot of, her body language spoke a different language than what she was speaking. Her facial expression said something totally different than what was coming out of her mouth. Did anybody else peep it or just me? Maybe it's just me. Maybe God has blessed me with the insight that nobody else can see, I guess. I said that, okay, Keith was blessed with the insight. Because it was clear to see. She was reiterating everything they was telling her to say. She was just saying it. You could tell she didn't believe none of the shit she was saying. It's not funny. Not even funny, honestly. Delicia was blessed with the insight. Yes, I saw it. Also, Kent Carlson was blessed with the insight. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to, again, I want us to be aware and pay attention. Shout out to the Texas Truth, Jeff Sandy. Scripted for sure. It's good to see that people don't don't let bullshit pass them by. It's good to see that. It's disappointing to see when y'all let bullshit pass you by, though. But I got to remember everybody what. Mitch, I saw it. Now, again, I only said to say, too, if you really listen to what she said, a lot of it tells me she ain't been fucking hurt. That they've been telling her she's hurt. But again, I digress on that. We definitely have different opinions on that. I know a lot of y'all think she's hurt. You know, Rachel DeMita, I think Rachel DeMita don't think she's hurt. Shout out to Rachel DeMita. I don't know. In Rachel DeMita's video she did yesterday, matter of fact, I thought it was interesting what she said. I'm like, Rachel DeMita she's not going to just come out and say it. I don't know. But what she said and how she said it is 100% correct. It seems strange. Let's pull up Rachel DeMita's. Hold on, let me find it. I'm looking. All right. Let's see. Hold on, Rachel. Let's make sure. Hold on. It can't play no. Okay, hold on. I think it's right up here. All right, we got it. Start off with the best news of the day, Rachel. Rachel DeMita so mine. I ain't gonna hold you. Gorgeous woman. All right, let's see here. Let's bring her up. Let's check it out. She said something interesting. She said a lot of things interesting, but in particular, let's go.
Tomorrow in the Fever's game against the Golden State Valkyries. If you guys remember, she has been out for a couple weeks now with a groin injury, and it is something that we never got too much information about. We never knew the severity of it, but we did see that in games before she was out with that injury, she did have her leg taped up, and it did seem like she was in some pain. Now, she did do media after practice today and kind of confirmed that
she tried to button up and move on, but what she just said right there, it's kind of weird. She's been in media for a long time. It's kind of weird. We ain't heard nothing about the injury for real.
In the WNBA today. So let's start off with one of the best stories of the day, and that is the news that Caitlin Clark will be returning to the court tomorrow in the Fever's game against the Golden State Valkyries. If you guys remember, she has been out for a couple weeks now with a groin injury, and it is something that we never got too much information about. We never knew the severity of it, but we did see that in games before.
When she speaks, listen as well. She's confused by that. It's weird. She ain't going to bring it up if she was. She's not going to harp on it like me. But in her, she's probably in her alone time or with whoever, she's probably had those conversations. Like, it's weird how they plan, they saying all of this, but we don't even really know. 1 minute they say it's quad, and then they say it's not the same injury as before, but it is, and it ain't, and this and that, and they all over the place with Caitlin Clark's injury. You got the coach talking about, I don't know nothing. Ask the medical team. Yeah, right. What reporters going to who can get to the medical doctor? It would be good if somebody could, but the way they have the media, the people with the media credentials, who they give media credentials out to, is people that's not gonna ruffle no feathers. They tried to fire Kristen Brennan. Boy, yeah. Somebody like me with media credentials or something, right? And I got access to the games and the practices and all of that. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Right? Hell no, I'm not about to go ruffle no feathers, man. And they gonna keep me up out of here. They don't want them to ask them certain questions and all of that type of stuff. It's very buttoned up. It's very scripted and it's very buttoned up. And that's why it's buttoned up, because it's scripted. And so, again, if y'all, I pay attention to shit like this. What she just said right there told me a lot.
Before she was out with that injury, she did have her leg taped up, and it did seem like
taped up. Listen, there's so many athletes that play with. Have you ever seen a player with an arm wrap around his shoulder? Because maybe the shoulder came out of place or something, and they play with an arm wrap, but they still can play. You see Angel Reese with the tape around her wrist from her so-called fractured wrist that she suffered from last year, but she got a little tape. It look like a design now. Tom Brady with a knee brace as big as I don't know what on his leg just because. And again, even if it tape around your leg, if it's soreness, whatever, okay, cool. Tape it. You want to tape it? Tape it. That don't mean nothing. That means you have some soreness, some tightness, maybe that. But again, injured to the point of missing 10 games. You don't play a full game looking just fine, other than she had off night shooting. In the last 3 games, she just looked like she was mentally checked out. But again, that's neither here nor there. Before the bad 3 games, she looked just fine. But to be out 5 games the first time, now 4 to 5 games the next. And she finished every game, and we just hear the next day she's out for 5 more. 4 or 5. What? Watch her play. We just seen her. She didn't look like she was favoring nothing. But all of a sudden, yeah, way to take the MVP away, way to do a whole bunch of shit. Foul business. You can incorporate, now you got to reintegrate her into the offense. Huh? Oh, you've been out so long. We got a minute restrict you now. Now we can give her 22 minutes. I wonder how long is it before you're going to let her loose. That's why Kaylin keeps saying, I don't want no minutes restriction. To me, again, that also speaks loudly of, I'm not hurt. I don't need no fucking minute restriction. If she was really that injured, there's a difference between hurt and injured. If she was that fucked up to where she couldn't go. Caitlin Clark also said she doesn't even know when this occurred. She doesn't even know when the injury occurred, when it ever first took place. She said that out of her own mouth. A reporter asked her, when did this happen? And she said, I don't know. So we're not listening to Caitlin, huh? That's what kills me about this whole situation, and some of us who not have the insight. Because I'm like, it's clear to see. We see she's on the court. We see her finish the games. And then she's out for not 1 game, 2 games, 3 games. It's 10. How many missed she missed this year? 10 games already? Fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here.
like she was in some pain. Now, she did do media after practice today and kind of confirmed that she would be playing tomorrow against the Valkyries. Will she be on a minutes restriction? Will there be any restrictions to her play tomorrow? That we don't know. It seems like the Indiana Fever are keeping this injury in particular really close to the team. They haven't given much information about it. And I honestly think that that's a good thing because, like we've talked about before, other teams can use injury information against Caitlin and against the Indiana Fever if they know how to guard her, if they guard her in a certain way. And so I think overall it's just a good thing. They're keeping it tight-lipped, and we'll just have to see how she performs on the court. But I know.
Why did you bring that up twice then, Rachel, if you don't think that's weird? Let's hear it again.
Teams can use injury information.
No.
Today and kind of confirmed that she would be playing tomorrow against the Valkyries. Will she be on a minutes restriction? Will there be any restrictions to her play tomorrow? That we don't know. It seems like the Indiana Fever are keeping this injury in particular really close to the team. They haven't given much information about it.
This is the face of the league. How are you keeping this close to the team? Why don't people know exactly what is going on with her injury? Why haven't we been known? Why can't we get clear answers from Caitlin, from the coach, on what the fuck her injury really was and is? And what's the severity of it? We got lied to and said it was day to day. And some people say, okay, yeah, that's because they wanted to sell tickets still. Oh, smooth. But when they ask them questions, what is it? Go listen to what Stephanie White said. Oh, you got to ask the medical staff. What? You don't know what's wrong with the fucking face of the league? Is it the same injury she suffered? They asked her. Is it the same injury she suffered during preseason? No, it's a different injury. But yet they said it was a quad injury in the preseason. And then she ended up going out with a quad injury the first time she went out in the regular season. 5 games she missed. 5 games she missed. Stephanie White said, no, it wasn't a quad. Imagine that. So again, she was wrong because, yeah, in preseason, they said it was a quad. When she went out after the New York Liberty game, and they came to us the next day talking about she out. Well, is it the same thing she suffered? She said no. So she don't even know. Because it's a fucking lie. She like, oh, she slipped up and said no. She's supposed to say yes. Because that's what it was reported, quad, in preseason. And then she suffered quad strain, whatever. But they never gave us levels. They always usually give us the level of it, the severity of it, especially when it's the main player and the face. And so you keeping this on a tight because team, I don't agree with it, Rachel, right here. If people know if you're reported to be injured and they already said it's the left quad, that's not telling the severity of it. Well, if you kept her out for 5 games, I don't think you need to tell the next opponents coming up, the Valkyries, that she's a little hobbled. She might be a little hobbled. She's been out for 5 games. So even if she was 100%, 110, 50% ready to go, no, nothing. She's still been out 5 games. so she's still not going. Normally, people don't look just as good as they are after playing so many games in a row and that repetition. Some people it might take a little bit to get going, right? So you don't want to give the opponents that's not how it works, Rachel. And I know you know that's BS, Rachel. Come on. Somebody I can see because you don't want to let the team. What if your ass go down with an injury? it's going to get wildly reported what the injury is and how severe it is, especially if it's an injury that's keeping you out 5 games at a time. And even in the WNBA, that's even more than the NBA, because the NBA, they play a lot of back-to-backs and shit like that. In the WNBA, sometimes they got 3 games off, 3 days off, 4 days off, 5 days off. This guy just had about 5 days off or a whole damn week off. Like, that's crazy in itself, but neither here nor there. I'm just saying, 5 full games in a WNBA season? Damn, that shit kept you out for a month, 3 weeks. Shit. Yeah, you must have been injured. That's what that tells me. If you've been out 5 games, you was injured. You was fucked up. So, yeah, you're not going to come back on first game. I got you. Yeah, of course. Yeah. And they kept it a tight net because the shit was bogus.
And I honestly think that that's a good...
Caitlin Clark. And it fucked with Caitlin Clark. And now when she come back, look at what she coming back to. This don't seem like a setup. The DeWanna Bonner was a setup from the whole league. The DeWanna Bonner signing was a setup. Do we all agree? Can we agree on that? The DeWanna Bonner was a setup? Stephanie White was a setup. She was under contract. She was under contract with the Connecticut Sun for another year. You could have got Lisa Bluder. Which would have made the most sense. But you went and snatched up somebody who was under contract and cried, boo-hooed to get out of her contract, only to be signed by the Indiana Fever a week later. That's a setup. Where they do that? Kind of business? So if that's the setup, bringing over Stephanie White, bringing over DeWanna Bonner and her crew, you don't think it's a setup to keep Caitlin Clark out and say she out for this many games, 10 games? And now when she coming back, you got to reintegrate her to play this way. Like as if the way they've been playing has really been working. It's really killing. We're killing. They won a few games. No doubt. Shout out to Ari McDonald. Because had not Ari McDonald been a part of this team while Caitlin was out, we wouldn't have won. Shit. If Ari McDonald was not on the team, the times Caitlin was out, we wouldn't have won. Shit. Ari McDonald changed the whole show. It's because of her we win those games. Pope, fix your Wi-Fi. What, my screen blurry? What's wrong, David Yas? Is my screen blurry? Is it slow? I don't know, man. Fix it. What you want me to do? You want me to restart it? I'll restart it. I can go back there and restart it. Restart it? Is it blurry? Ari is truly a breath of fresh air for the Fever this season. Bluey, yes. Okay. All right, man. Is it blurry for everybody? It's blurry, but keep talking. I can't. It looked fine to me, man. I don't know. So again, and my wife, she worked from home, her office in the room, and she got 3 monitors and a laptop and everything. So your screen has a growing injury. That sucks, but it's gonna be like that though. It might be like that right now. So again, man, it's just crazy to see how Caitlin Clark is taking this, because I think she's really starting to realize what it really is, and that's fucking with her. So I'm hoping we see Caitlin Clark that we all love to know. I'm praying that y'all need to pray for that, because again, they really is on her. It's over. It's the way that Stephanie, you see how confidently Stephanie spoke yesterday about how she was going to play Caitlin Clark. She spoke about how she was going to use her off the ball confidently, proudly, like as if we finally got that point across. This is how shit's going to work. Do I need to bring it back up? Do I need to bring back up old shit? Because Stephanie White yesterday in the press conference about Caitlin's return, she made it clear she playing off the ball. She got to play some defense. She will be on minute restriction. She needs to get reintegrated into what we've been doing, the sets we've been running that's working. She needs to play like us, not us need to play with her. I'm just saying. She's down very with Caitlin Clark being out, that's what you're able to do. So again, if y'all don't think that they set her out on purpose, you missed the whole point. This was all of the look at all the positives for them. Think about all the positives if Clark is out for the Ops. They're not a top seed. They're going to make the playoffs. They're not a top seed. It won't be a top seed. Right? Might not give them home court advantage. Right? Might miss out on that. What else? Caitlin Clark can't win MVP. What else? We'll be able to show in the CBA negotiations that you girls don't make nothing when Caitlin Clark is out. You girls don't move nothing when Caitlin Clark is out. So you asking for all this money, slap in your face. We can show you you're terrible. Huh? That's 3 things right there. What else? Caitlin Clark is not going to look like she's the best in the league. We'll be able to slow her down. All that. She's the GOAT. She's transcended. No, we got a coach that has come in and constructed for her to be over in a decoy. A decoy. And how do we can't look what happens if we just let her loose. So if we never take Clark out the lineup, look at her numbers. Her numbers was beautiful. Before she ever got took out the lineup, her numbers was beautiful. MVP numbers. 20, 10, 10. 20, 10, and 10. 27 and 8. 18 and 9. Shit like that. Beautiful. Wow. You keep her out. You keep her out. She come back. 32. 10. Wow. After she go crazy versus the Liberty, who do we play next? Connecticut Sun. What do? They muck it up. Sheldon. You can grab her. You got a picture with Sheldon, got her fingernails all in Caitlin Clark's arm. Nothing got called. Did it so much so to the point, and like Stephanie White said, we knew it was going to go there before it even went there, because how the refs was allowing them to play us. Clark. That Clark would eventually, like any normal person, out of just getting abused and getting harassed like that, and it's going uncalled, And then you could tell she poked Caitlin in the eye. She went up, and the ball was way over there. She wasn't even looking at the ball. JC shielded, poked her right in her eye. And then walked up on her. How do you expect someone to react? Right? How do you expect someone to react? Watch out. As soon as, this is what I'm telling y'all, some script shit. Soon as that happens, you got Tina Charles coming up running as if Caitlin just punched one of their teammates. Caitlin trying to get away and get her stuff cleared because her eye just got poked. And the girl's still in her face, and she got to move her. And now you got Tina Charles running up to her, and Marina Berry she hit her with the belly, with her big ass beer belly. Blind side. The people on the floor with Caitlin Clark, AB, she don't hurt a fly. Team know that. Sid Colston, she ain't about to rump with nobody. Natasha Howard, an op that we just hired. And Lexi Hall, who almost got in the brawl. Lexi Hall, they left Lexi, got Sophie on the bench. Again, when Caitlin Clark sees that type of shit, she see what's being allowed to happen to the whole league. Now, the next thing after that, what happens after that game? And all the while, DeWanna Bonner is out for personal reasons. At this point in time, DeWanna Bonner's out. Then DeWanna Bonner, I don't want to play with this team no more. It's not a good fit. Now Caitlin is like, wow. And you got Sophie. She got T-shirts with the 3 white girls and says treeless on it. Now you got Lexi Mama posting, keep your head up, Caitlin. We love you. Continue to have fun. We want to see you smiling. We want to see you smiling. You're at your best when you're having fun. Don't let, we all see ourselves in you. You have to come through with this, Caitlin. Don't let these people keep you down. We got your back. All right, let's keep her out another 3 games, 4 games. She's out of there. Both Howard AB are weak. Do not blame them. It is in their personality. No. But you know, it is what it is with them. Caitlin Clark. It's going to be interesting to see in a couple hours what's about to happen on how they're going to play Caitlin Clark and how Caitlin Clark is going to play. If she plays badly, people, I bet not hear about no fucking injury. I don't. I bet not hear y'all say nothing about no injuries. If she plays badly, you better understand why. If that coach put her like they said they're going to do, which I think they're going to do, I don't think they're going to do, they're going to have Caitlin Clark in the corner on the wing chilling. We're going to see it. We're going to see it. Stop. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. From what it sounded like yesterday, I'm worried. I'm worried. Let's just say that. I'm worried. I'm worried. Right? And why aren't people in the outrage too? that they bringing her back already. If y'all feel like she really hurt too, you should be like, no, don't bring her back until the All-Star break. No, she's going to hurt herself again. It's too soon. The 5 games you kept her out of the first time wasn't enough. You brought her back too soon. Now she got another injury. Now you bringing her back too soon again. You bringing her back too soon. Kaylin the whole time like, motherfucker, I've been ready to come back. I should have never left. I shouldn't have missed the fucking game. But I digress. I digress. Hello. Let's see. So, okay. All right. What time we got? We got 8:15 in the building. Let's see. Ken Carlson says, we will see. Think it will be from the mental shit. More than anything, her heart and soul are not connected with the fire and passion we know she has. Let's see. Jaquat Wayne, we need Iowa coach and front office that truly don't give a F. It will come out in the wash. It will, Patrick. It will. Trust me, it will. It will. Yes, indeed, it will. All right, let's see here, man. Where'd my blunt go, man? I smoked it already. That's crazy work. It was a half a little blunt from last night I had anyway, so it's all good. Let me hit this coffee. All right, anything I'm missing so far? Because I don't know what the fever gonna look like tonight, so I really can't even talk on the game too much. I gotta see how they reiterate Clark back into the lineup and that type of stuff. I gotta see how that works. But we about to get back to story time. I think CC's shot will be back today. You think CC's shot will be back playing but I don't know what we're about to see today. From what I heard yesterday, and from how Caitlin Clark looked about it, we about to get our ass whooped. That's what I think. I think we're gonna get our ass whooped. If we do what they saying, the only way we don't is we play Caitlin Clark way. If we play Caitlin Clark way, and because I believe she's gonna play defense. I believe she's gonna play better defense. And if we play Caitlin Clark way offensively, which we should if we locked in defensively, because that creates bad shots and we have to rebound. We rebound, we out. But what I'm afraid of is the confusion of when Ari is on the court with Caitlin Clark, which I want. If I was the coach, I would love for Ari to be on the court with Caitlin Clark just because she's an overall dog and going to get after it and play smart. I can trust her to play smart, play within herself, not try to do too much, just do the necessaries, and especially on the defensive end. So I would love for Ari be on the court with Caitlin Clark, but do they understand? Because it seems like the coach, you might have confused the players, but naturally they're gonna give it to Caitlin Clark anyways. Because when AB or Natasha Howard get the rebound, are they looking to give it to Ari and Caitlin is running the floor, or are they looking to give it to Caitlin and Ari is running the floor? That needs to get established. Now, again, are you only having Ari bring the ball down when we taking the ball out full court? When she's on the floor with Cece? There's too many unanswered questions. Too many. We got to see. Because I don't know. To me, it sounds confusing. And it sounds like bullshit the way they was talking yesterday. Cece and Stephanie. Cece kept trying to say the other stuff too, like, but yeah, we're still going to play my way because, you know, I do this is what I do best. I'm at my best when I play like this. So I hope they don't take. They already take it. Listen. I see the bullshit, and I can see and understand what she's going through because I know she see it too. I understand she see it too, and she hasn't been herself. Even in the All-Star draft last night, she usually cracking way more jokes. She was trying to be a little entertaining, but with the two energies she had up there with her, she really wasn't. It didn't go. Because Nefessa Collier she's one of them too. She's an op for real too. A quiet one though. Behind the scenes op. Caitlin knows that. She's the part of the Cheryl Reeves clan. So even though she don't say nothing and she don't be out there on Front Street and mucking it up and being messy, and that's fine. And she just hoops smooth. But she one of them. Unrivaled t-shirt on. She's a quiet op. She's a killer that moves in silence. I'm going to get all my lunar. All she did was promote Unrivaled last night. All she did was promote Unrivaled and Connecticut for the most part last night. So, Caitlin is up there with two ops. Whatever that girl named, Malika Andrews, she's just wild. She got wild takes all the time. She's an idiot. So, Caitlin wasn't until it got to that part. Until it got to that part where she like, hey, man, we came up with something. Well, I think we did. I think we agreed to it. Caitlin Clark. I love Caitlin Clark, man. That's my dog. You hear me? That's my dog. She said, I think we came up with an agreement. If we didn't, who cares? I'm running this shit, bro. That's what she said. Hey, and what can you say if you Nefessa Collier? You can't say shit. She just told you, I'm giving you your coach. What you gonna say? No, I don't want my coach. Yeah, no, can't say that. So you just gotta take it. You just gotta roll with this. You can't make no argument about it. Like you can't be like, oh man, what kind of how you just go? You can't even just start off like how you just go. Wait a minute, that's my coach. Wait, shit. Oh, and this is beautiful.
To be completely honest, I love my team. I think they're great. I don't have any intentions of really trading any of them. I don't know if this is in the rules. I don't really care. But I think we've already discussed we are going to trade coaches. He's going to take her coach, Sandy Brondello. Let's get it. It'll be amazing. Sorry, WNBA, if that's not in the rule. Sorry, ESPN, if that's not in the rule. But we just made it a rule. So, Sandy Brondello. Come on over. Whoa! Let's get to it. You can coach Sabrina. So therefore, maybe Stewie wants to come on over to my team. Whoa! You want to give me Stewie? Therefore, maybe Stewie wants to come on over to my team. Let's get to it. You can coach Sabrina. So therefore, maybe Stewie wants to come on over to my team. Whoa! Discuss we are going to trade coaches. He's going to take her coach, Sandy Brondello, let's get it. Ooh. Be amazing. Sorry, WNBA, that's not in the rule. Sorry.
Look at his face. The Festa, you just got to smile and nod. Smile and nod. Yeah, look at Caitlin's face. Look at this goofball's face. Fucking goof, true. Look at your face. Look at the Festa's face. And then look at Kayla's. This is beautiful. Let me hold on. Take this off, man. Get these out of here. How do I? Oh, is it right here? Get the captions out of here. Look at the face. Kayla, I don't give a shit. CC. That's real CC right there. Throw up the C's for the CC. You so funny. Look at this goofball right there, though. Look at this face. And look at this face. Yeah, she calling the shots.
ESPN, if that's not in the rule, so we just made it a rule. So Sandy Brondello, come on over. Whoa! Let's get to it.
Oh, hold on, wait.
So therefore, maybe then, I don't know if this is in the rules. I don't really care. But I think we've already discussed we are going to trade coaches.
I think we already discussed we are going to trade. The fuck out of here. You're so funny. You're so funny. Kayla, you think y'all discussed this? You would think that's something serious to discuss, yeah? You would think that you really had to discuss this, don't you? You think we discussed this? If we didn't, bitch, so what? I'm going to let you know now, right here, right now. I'm almost willing to bet. Nefessa didn't know nothing about this. I'm almost willing to bet my bottom dollar. Nefessa didn't know nothing about this. She just had to smile and nod. Smile and nod. And she was in a shock like, what the fuck? Look at CC's face when Phee says, you're going to regret it. No doubt. Now, watch. That's what tells me, like, she's like, all right, yeah. It's like she agreed to it right there on the spot. Like, yeah, okay, well, that just makes it worse for you because we're going to have the chemistry like that, like they haven't discussed this. Because if they discussed it, you would think she might have said that then, but of course, ain't no reason, ain't nothing wrong with saying it again. But let's go.
He's going to take her coach, Sandy Brondello. Let's get it.
Yeah.
It'll be amazing. Sorry, WNBA, if that's not in the rule. Sorry, ESPN, if that's not in the rule. So we just made it a rule. So Sandy Brondello, come on over. Whoa! Let's get to it. You can coach Sabrina. So therefore, maybe Stewie wants to come on over to my team. Whoa!
We have breaking news here. I don't know that I've heard of a coach being traded in the All-Star game. This is something you're agreeing to, Phee. There's no terms to this deal.
I agree with Cheryl. I agree with the trade. I love Cheryl. She's my coach.
I agree. Again, Cece put her in a no-win. Said, you can't say you don't agree. You can't say, I don't agree with that. She left your ass. I would have bet. She didn't know nothing about it. I would have bet. I wish that she'd come out and say it. Please come out. Somebody ask her, did you know anything about Caitlin Clark? Did she discuss that with you? Oh, Phee isn't as smart as she thinks she is. Phee playing checkers with Cece playing chess. Checkmate. Nice one, Angela. Cece cold-blooded Jordan Vine. She don't want anybody. She don't want. Again, this book right here. She don't want nobody she done beefed with. Reese, Ryan Howard, none of them. Nope. None of them. None of them. She don't want none of them. I was really hoping because Phee would have made the trade if she got Asia Wilson. But hold on, let's go over that real quick because that's what I was going over. Y'all had me going to something different. That's what I was going over. So, Caitlin Clark, she picked up AB off top, right? Bree Stu, what's next? Sabrina Ionescu, what's next? This was boss. When she picked up Sabrina Ionescu, I said, oh, that was genius. I didn't really see that one coming. I thought she would go Paige, maybe, or somebody. No, I didn't think she was going to go Paige. Paige at all. I'm lying. But Sabrina, perfect pick, right? And then, funny thing, Nefessa picked up Alicia Gray. I was blown away by this, but that's a great pick. But I'm like, damn, Asia, for you to be the dopest of the dopest, with everybody say ain't no second place. She's number one for sure. It's so many people. Asia Wilson's the best in the league for sure. She's the best. AB, 1 player. Breanna Stewart, 2 players. Sabrina Ionescu, 3 players. Alicia Gray, 4 players. And then finally, Caitlin said Asia Wilson. Now, to me, she was the 5th player picked. Now, it made sense for us. Man, salute to the Ben Daniels podcast. Salute, BDP. Now, this is hilarious, Ben, in chat. We got Ben in the building. This is hilarious. It's like she had to pick her. She had to go with her because who you want? You damn sure don't want Nneka Ogwumike, okay? And you don't need another Paige, even though you don't need another guard, even though I would have liked to seen the white chick starting. Sabrina, Caitlin, Paige in the backcourt with Asia and Aaliyah Boston. I think she should have picked Paige over Satu Sabali for sure. But yeah, because I think they would have held their own. I think they would have ran and they would have run and gun. She missed that boat right there. Yeah, I don't know why she went Satu. I don't know if this was a forced pick because I think she really would have. She don't dislike Paige. It's just a competition thing with Paige. That's it. It ain't no hate there, ain't no beef there, off court type shit, animosity, none of that. And so, defensively, they would have went to work on us though. They would have went to work. They would have had Sabrina because Caitlin don't play no defense like that for real. And Sabrina, she cool, but she not a lockdown defender either. And Paige, she got good defense too, but she's 6 foot. She's not a lockdown defender against a 6'4", 6'5". So yeah, that would have been ugly. But I mean, you can make it work. I've seen small teams get at it, but that's usually your 3 small players. They usually dogs on the defensive end if that's gonna work. If small ball gonna work, your defense gotta be crazy work. So they got Satu Sabali. She didn't want to do it. She shouldn't have did it because she ended up trying to trade her later. Again, I would love to have anybody heard from Satu Sabali. I'm very surprised we haven't heard nothing from Satu Sabali. Pope, you and Ben going to do something later? Oh man, Ben only work with certain people, man, with Rudy, and that's fine too. I love that because they show is off the chain, which is smart. Ben, he you know, he busy guy, and he got already a few obligations that he's tied to, and so he stay focused on that. Sometimes you put too much on your plate, it overflows and starts spilling and get messy, and shit ain't it. So me and Ben, we'll get together one of these days. But right now, man, we both focus, and Ben, no, he can come up anytime. I didn't want him on the show a couple times, but again, like I know Ben, y'all see how much videos Ben pump out. Then he got his other channel with his live on it. I didn't even know it was a low key. Maybe I shouldn't be speaking on it. I don't know if I'm sure he want people to come over there. A lot of people be over there. Yeah, a lot of people be over there. When he go live, Ben Daniels live, crazy. It would be hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would. Because Ben be clowning. Ben be clowning like I be clowning. Yeah, it would. Waiting for you both to collaborate. Yeah, well, get on them, chat. I didn't told him, chat. Let him know. Ben, you hear him in the chat. I've been told you to come. I've been told you. So I've been told you come on through. Because yeah, Ben got jokes. Ben is witty. He quick wit with the jokes and shit and all of that. And so am I. And we still got the proper perspective on what the fuck is going on. On what the fuck is going on. With what's happening. Being the original clowner. Hey. Yeah. I think we both are on that, to be frank, we just naturally like that. Fame versus Husky Owls. Who the hell is that? You smoking, being clowning, diabolical. Yeah, that's my dog. Shout out to BDP, man. Make good stuff. Shout out to Courtside Junkie too. Make good stuff. I see a lot of y'all be over there, and that's what's up, man. Good brother, good content. Man, he didn't lace my boots on so much behind the scenes things that I was dumb to, that I needed to wake up to. Yeah, so that's what's up. Yeah, shout out to everybody, man. Keep the vision shit booming. Angry fans booming. Rudy booming. Adrian, Ross the ball. And Ock Nation. Ock, you've been putting out some heaters lately, sir. I like the new format or whatever. You've been putting out some heaters there, sir. Yeah. So Ock Nation, shout out to you, sir. Mick talk sports. I fuck with Mick too. Yeah, Mick. Some other people. If I forgot, if I'm not naming you right now, my bad. But yeah, it's a few. Yeah, Act, you, and Ben. Oh, that's dope too. That's dope. That is. Yeah. I think I started watching you both around same time. Pope, Ock Nation, also great breakdowns. He's funny with it. Roz is funny as well. Oh, Venom, Rachel DeMita's, Rosalina's videos be live and in color, man. See, everybody getting better with their content too. I'm starting to notice that everybody is getting, as time goes on, everybody moving it up. You know what I mean? So, yeah. I can dig it. I like it. Now, everybody went to go get their books yet. Get on this book before I get up out of here. I need to read. I need to finish reading the introduction, and then we'll get back to the first chapter sometime after the game. sometime after the game. Okay. So yesterday I was reading the introduction to the book, and it was amazing. She was talking about Angel Reese, the who's the real reason for the seasons of everybody coming out to watch and support women's sports. And she's dialing it down to, yes, it is all Caitlin Clark, and which she said a lot of that in the pages that I already read. So now we're gonna continue. It's only a few more. We got two more. Oh yeah, we got two more pages before the first chapter. A dad and his daughter. A dad and his daughter. Yeah, I'm gonna read that. Yeah, knowledge is power, Poe, reading for the people. Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. Okay, let's get busy. So yesterday we left off. All right, my overriding thought was that the WNBA, so often ignored and even scoffed at by the male-dominated mainstream sports media, deserved this moment, deserved this attention, deserved her. But then I began to see signs of just how unprepared the WNBA was for Clark's arrival, and how some in the league wanted to minimize her impact. Some in the league damn near seemed like all, even predicted her failure. I wonder who could she be talking about? Basketball is a physical game, and rookies in all sports often get a rude welcome. But there were some truly jarring reactions to Clark's arrival from some of the biggest names in the women's game. Ooh. Who do you speak of? Let's go. Breonna Stewart. Diana Taurasi. Let's see. What was that? This was especially surprising considering how many new fans Clark was bringing to a league that desperately needed them. Wow. Illustrating the possibilities of the old adage, a rising tide lifts all boats. Wow. Think about what she just said right here. This is huge. This is called stupidity at its finest. This was especially surprising considering how many new fans Clark was bringing to a league that desperately needed them. Desperately. How stupid are you? You want to hate on a player that got millions of fans. Meanwhile, you have none. Meanwhile, you're very at the bottom when it comes to your support by the fans. So common sense would tell you, it would behoove me to play nice with her, be nice to her, say nice things about her, and maybe, just maybe, some of her fans would watch me play and become a fan of mine. Just maybe. But to think, do the opposite, I'm going to talk shit about her, act like she's not like that, as if that's going to get your ass some fans. Wow. Delusion. All right. What was going on? Question mark. Was this because Clark is white and straight in a league that is 74% black or mixed race with a sizable gay population? Question mark. Was this because Clark is white? Oh, I just read that. Was it because she played in Iowa rather than one of women's basketball blue bloods? Schools like UConn, South Carolina, Notre Dame, and Stanford Was it because the WNBA did so little to help its players understand what was about to happen when Clark entered the league? Was it because of her 8-year, $28 million Nike shoe deal, as reported by the Wall Street Journal, when established Black stars had never received that kind of a contract? What is jealousy? Was it all the above? Questions abounded. I moderated a panel called the Caitlin Clark Effect. Shirley Povich, Center for Sports Journalism, on March 22nd, 2024, with sports editor Roxana Scott of USA Today and Jason Murray of the Washington Post, as well as longtime WNBA player and assistant coach of Latoya Sanders and 1999 U.S. soccer star Brianna Scurry. All four are people of color. All four are people of color. And notice how she got a man in the situation. Everybody else went, but she got one man and not just a Black man in a situation. As we talked about the issues involving Clark's star power, I asked this question. If everything about Caitlin Clark is the same, except her skin color, if she is Black instead of white, how would this story be different? Whoa! Whoa! See what she did right there? See what she did right there? I be doing that. I say that a lot. If Caitlin Clark was Black, boy. If same game, same everything, just different skin color. She can come from Iowa. She can go to Iowa Hawkeyes. She could lose 2 national, but let Iowa Hawkeyes. They would understand that, well, she didn't have nobody. Yes, she didn't win no championship because she didn't have nobody. She's the best of the best. You ain't never seen nobody play like Caitlin Clark. She better than Steph Curry. If she was Black, if everything about Caitlin Clark is the same except her skin color, if she is Black instead of white, how would this story be different? The answers touch on issues of race and racism. Shout out to BBS Diamonds in the building. Shout out to Charlie B in the building. TV ratings, national interest, but everyone agreed that a Black woman would not be getting the same kind of attention that Clark was receiving. Ocean Spec, what up? She wouldn't get this thing. Who told y'all that? Who told you that? So Michael, Matthew, LeBron, Cole, Allen Iverson, Stephon Marbury, Kevin Garnett, Dr. J. Who the fuck told y'all that? They don't promote Black athletes? Where did you get that? There's too much evidence saying otherwise. Serena Williams, Venus Williams. You ever heard of them? Simone Biles. Ever heard of her? Who told y'all that? That was crazy. Black women, we don't never get no. Who told you that? Black studs, maybe not. I don't think any studs, white studs, black studs, Mexican studs, I don't think they get promoted, marketed. Fucking idiot. I don't think you manly looking bitches will be able to get marketed properly. All these issues surrounding Clark upon her arrival in the WNBA, she surprised the naysayers by becoming every bit the sports and cultural star in the pros that she was in college. Breaking records, winning awards, filling massive arenas, attracting historic TV viewership, and continuing to be a role model for thousands. I don't know why she said thousands. Probably millions is what she ended up. No, probably. Stop it, Christine. Christine, stop it. Probably millions of girls and boys in the United States and in other nations as well. She handled every question and controversy manufactured or real. Whoa, 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 whoa. You're speaking my language. She handled every question and controversy, manufactured or real. So, Christine, you mean to tell me it should be manufactured? So it should be scripted? Should be phony baloney? Should be fake? Should be just for show? Shit don't be real sometimes? Manufactured? Speaking my language. Yeah, speaking my language. Sabotage. With respect, dignity, and a level of maturity that went well beyond her 22 years. She seemed to be 22 going on 40 or 50. This book came about quickly. As fascinated as I was with the story of Caitlin Clark and what it meant for women's sports and our culture, I wasn't planning to write a book about it until July 10th Zoom conversation with Scribner editor Rick Horrigan, Scribner, I guess, with Scribner editor Rick Horrigan. The next day, we had a deal. A week later, I flew to Paris to cover the 2024 Summer Olympic Games. I came back in mid-August. I was home in Washington, D.C. for 3 days, then flew to Indianapolis for the next 6 weeks. I was on a roll with Clark and the Indiana Fever. I covered games, practices, and press conferences. I interviewed players, coaches, administrators, and fans. I asked questions of a lot of people, including Clark, of course. I asked questions of a lot of, sometimes the questions I asked were more newsworthy than others. More newsworthy than others. I need to see that Tracy. I need to see that. I need to see what they were talking about. Is it on YouTube? Is it on YouTube? That discussion had that panel with those 4 people and her. We get back to that. Let me know in the chat if you know and if you've seen it on YouTube. Okay, so it says I asked questions. Okay, when the WNBA Players Association wanted to ban me in late September for asking a question and a follow-up. Wait, hold on. Did I skip something? Excuse me. Including Clark, of course, sometimes I question were more newsworthy than others. That's where I was. Okay. When the WNBA Players Association wanted to ban me in late September for asking a question and a follow-up question to the Connecticut Sun's Dejanay Carrington, 2 questions I would ask any athlete, male or female, anytime to give them a chance to clear the air on a controversial topic. The Players Association revealed just how unprepared they were for the new national scrutiny the league was receiving. Just to be clear, that attempt failed. I was not prevented from covering the WNBA. That unusual incident should not for a moment distract from what this book is about. This is a story about a groundbreaking, historic, immensely popular, but also at times controversial cultural figure made for the moment, and how she is dramatically altering one of the last great bastions of male superiority. Sports it's about her talent, her intelligence, her competitiveness, her sense of humor, and her sense of responsibility, especially toward young girls who love sports. It's a remarkable story, one I truly did not think I'd see in my lifetime, which makes it all the more interesting to tell. All right, so yeah, shout out to this. Look, we on Dads and Daughters. Next time we come out, we're gonna put a pin in it right there. You feel me? Tonight we're gonna start with Dads and Daughters of the book. We having a reading over here at the Post. We're gonna talk about the game and all that other stuff. And by the end of the stream, we're gonna have bedtime story with the Post. It's the Post. Peace and love.